うこそ。おはようございます。おはようございます。おはようございます。
Welcome to Tokyo, everyone. Welcome to the Disaster Prevention Tour. Learn about disaster prevention and know what to do in emergencies. Then you can make your trip safer and more enjoyable.
Although I am not aware of too much about disaster prevention,
That's important. Getting important information before traveling would make me feel safer.
You can try and learn at the same time today.
Great! I'm looking forward to it. Fun, right?
Japan is prone to earthquakes. In fact, smaller quakes occur frequently. But when they are bigger, they can cause damage to people and buildings, and they become large-scale disasters.
Really? That's really scary.
Yes, but if we act appropriately, we can keep injuries to a minimum. The biggest worry is that people will panic and will not be able to act appropriately.
That's true.
First of all, let me give you some information about earthquake safety. This is a smartphone app created under the supervision of the Japan Tourism Agency for foreign tourists. Available in multiple languages, it issues earthquake early warnings and provides disaster information on earthquakes, tsunamis, floods, and volcanoes. Evacuation flow charts and communication cards in the app can be used even when there is no network. The app is available on both Androids and iPhones. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government Disaster Prevention website provides a wide range of information in multiple languages, and you can check refuges and evacuation areas on the disaster prevention map. When an earthquake strikes, lifelines such as transportation, electricity, water, and gas, as well as telephone and internet services, may stop temporarily. When tsunami and major tsunami warning announcements are made, there are emergency foreign language broadcasts on NHK TV supplementary audio channels or NHK Radio 2. NHK's international service, NHK World Japan, provides earthquake and tsunami breaking news through its mobile phone app. Stay calm and get as much information as you can. How many of you have experienced earthquakes?
Yes, we have
Not a
experience.
big one.
Trying simulated earthquakes helps you avoid panic and act properly when a real quake hits.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Today, we'll visit the Ikebukuro Life Safety Learning Center for simulated quakes. What is the first thing we should do when an earthquake occurs?
I wonder.
Evacuate?
Where?
The answer is to protect ourselves.
Oh no, how can I protect myself?
Dangers in an earthquake are things that are likely to fall, such as glass and lights, and things that are likely to move or fall over, such as shelves. If you feel a tremor, protect your head and stay where nothing can fall on you. If you are in a restaurant, you can protect yourself by getting under the table. In your hotel room, check that the door opens once the tremors have stopped to secure an escape route. The Shindo Earthquake Intensity Scale tells us how strong the earthquake motion is. Let's have a go. This is Shindo 3 intensity. People in a room can feel the ground shaking. This is strong Shindo 5. You wouldn't be able to walk without holding on to something. This is Shindo 7, the strongest earthquake on the scale. This is a reproduction of the Great East Japan earthquake. It may be impossible to be standing. People may be thrown about. How was it?
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity.
Yeah, I've learned something new. It was good to know it.
Okay, so let's see how to protect ourselves in an earthquake at an indoor tourist attraction, the Sumida Hokusai Museum. Now, please remember the earthquakes you experienced. Imagine that things are falling and moving, and try to protect yourself from them. Let's give it a try. Earthquake! That's good. Now the earthquake has stopped. What should we do next?
We need to evacuate, right? Which floor are we on? We need to take elevator to go down.
Wait a minute. Dangerously enough, elevators may trap you during and after an earthquake. You should evacuate using the stairs. If the building is quake-resistant, it may be safer to stay indoors rather than going outside. If you are indoors, please follow the instructions from the building staff.
皆様こちらの非常口から避難しますので、私の後についてきてください。
Next, we are going to practice protecting ourselves outdoors. We are going to the Sensoji Temple.
Oh, great!
When we are outdoors, we protect our head from falling objects such as window glass, roof tiles, and signs with our bag or something. In addition to falling objects, things like walls may collapse. When you feel an earthquake, it is important to protect yourself from these kinds of dangers as quickly as possible. Stay calm. Now, please remember the earthquakes you experienced. Imagine that things are falling and moving and try to protect yourself from them. Let's give it a try. Earthquake! Protect your head! Earthquake! I think you all know how to protect yourself outdoors. What should you do once the tremors have stopped?
Should I call my family?
Don't we need to evacuate before that?
First of all, you should use your smartphone, TV, or radio to get information. If you are on the coast and you feel big tremors or there is a tsunami warning, evacuate to a safe place such as an elevated area or a tsunami evacuation building. If you feel at risk from a large-scale fire, move to an evacuation area. Evacuation areas include large parks. It is a good idea to know where you should evacuate before your visit. If you can no longer stay in your hotel in an emergency, you can stay in a school or elsewhere designated as a temporary refuge. You have experienced simulated earthquakes and practiced protecting yourself. How was it?
It was really great to gain this knowledge.
I feel a lot safer during my travel.
I really learned a lot about disaster prevention.
What is the phone number in your country for fire and other emergency situations?
かける電話番号は何番ですか？
I'm from the United States, and ours is 911.
I'm from China, where there are 119 for fire and 120 for ambulance.
I see. It depends on the country. In Japan, it is the same number for fire and ambulance, 119. I think you all know how to make an emergency call, but many of you may not understand Japanese. The Tokyo Fire Department offers a three-way multilingual phone service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
So you don't have to be Japanese to call that number?
That's right. But if there are too many non-urgent calls, there may not be enough ambulances to deal with real emergencies. You should only call an ambulance when it is really necessary. The same goes for fire engines.
All right, so 119 is for emergencies only.
Now we will use this smartphone to simulate a 119 call.
スマートフォンで早速実践してみましょう。
Hello?
火事ですか？救急ですか？
I don't speak Japanese.
Hold on. I'll put you through to an English-speaking operator.
Fire or ambulance?
Medical emergency.
救急です。
救急車が向かう住所はどちらですか？
Address, please.
I'm not sure.
Intersections and streets have Romanized or English signs for them. Read them out and tell the interpreter where you are.
I'm near an intersection that says Minami Ikebukuro 1.
If you keep your phone location service on, it will be easier to find you. You can also use a public phone. The phone boxes are easy to locate.
Okay, thank you.
Ask nearby Japanese people for help if you don't know what to do.
Okay, I see.
You will feel easier if you learn first aid, such as how to use the AED.
学んでおくと安心です。
If you provide proper first aid before the ambulance arrives, the chances of saving a life are much greater.
Wow, nice!
Be ready to help others in need.
Yeah.
You can check out first aid techniques with this app too. You may feel ill but think it's not serious enough to call an ambulance. At such times, information on nearby hospitals may be more helpful. You can use the online English version of the Tokyo EMS Guide to find the hospital. You will be able to check how urgent your condition may be and which hospital you can go to depending on your symptoms. The English version of the Himawari search site, a Tokyo Metropolitan Medical Institution information service, is also useful. It also has a multilingual telephone service. I hope you will all find this information useful.
Yes!
That's all for today. Thank you, everyone. We'll return to the hotel, but I would like everyone to check one thing after getting back to your hotel. Think about what would happen in a fire. Make sure to check the route from your room to the emergency exit on the evacuation route map. It may also be a good idea to check out where fire extinguishers are kept. They may be indicated by a pictogram like this. Hotels with the excellence mark at the entrance or the reception desk have been ensured by the fire department of their excellence in fire safety. Just remember, you may get involved in a fire at your hotel. In a building, the emergency broadcast and the bell let you know an outbreak of fire. Broadcasts may be made in both Japanese and English. See the situation, keep calm, and evacuate. Stay low and away from smoke, and evacuate by the route checked out in advance. Follow the instructions from the staff if there are any. Pay particular attention to the following so that you will not cause any fires. Do not smoke in bed. Do not throw cigarette butts into rubbish bins. Do not hang clothes or towels on light fixtures. This is the end of the disaster prevention tour. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
There is an old Japanese saying that goes, "If you are prepared, you don't have to worry." How about in your country?
Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
I see. Both sayings tell us the importance of raising awareness about disaster prevention to make your trip safe and fun. I hope you will enjoy the rest of your trip, keeping what you've learned on this tour in mind.
Yes!